Halo. Nggak ada main di offline sama sekali.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Besok kayaknya gue nggak live ML. Enggak. Besok gue nggak live ML. Gue masih rehat hitungannya mah. Jill, my love.
I expect he'll be in the mess.
Mana ya? Ini base buffnya di mana nih? Jeng. Masih galau kau Jeng.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
Rasanya nggak kenyang ya.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one
Soalnya bagian
seems
lawan
keen to
Titan.
join hands with
Iya,
an outlaw.
lawan Titan ini sekarang.
Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Ini tapi kombonya gue bingung banget anjir sekarang banyak
If
banget
anyone needs me,
pencetannya.
I'll be in the map room.
Udah keluar sayap, ada petir sekarang.
Still can't work that one out.
Di LBML tuh cek, bukan.
Better places than the
Yang punya
hollow
ID itu.
gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yeah, this is where she's
Anjir
chosen
masa
to be.
Nicola dibilang cewek gue. Gak
And I'm
pernah gue
sure
pakai
she
ID-nya
has her
Levin.
reasons.
Kan di ID-nya Levin ada foto Nicola. Boleh yang kira itu cewek gue bangke. Bini orang bangke guys.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Siapa cok ini mukanya jutek banget.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
Namanya pasaran
Well,
banget
I
ya.
say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life.
Anjing jomblo abadi nggak
And
tuh
none
babi kau
was
ya.
especially memorable.
Jomblo gue kagak immortal
To what
aja.
do I owe the honor?
Ntar tunggu dulu ya,
Could
gue
it
punya
be that
cewek.
you've come for one of my
Gak niat
lessons?
nyari juga sih.
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well.
Apa itu? Hidup bebas
Shall we
lah ya
start
katanya.
with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive?
Nanti belok enak
But the
aja
real
kau ya Mas Misaki ya. Kuntul katanya bakal belok gua. Enggak. Banyak loh yang ngira gue tuh gay anjing gara-gara kagak main cewek lah, kagak ngelonte lah, dikira gay gue setan.
Northeastern storm has endured. Recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But
Nggak ada,
Odin
Mas
would
Misaki,
sooner
nggak
fall
ada,
his
nggak ada,
sword
nggak ada.
than elude relinquish ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambraquois boots.
Apa
Little
coba
wonder then
ceritanya?
that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is
Di
spilled.
perang 4 negara sekarang.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
Apa itu adequate?
I suppose
Apa
it
ini?
wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ada cewek aku tuh cowok. Tunggu. Gue nih bingung, Cok. Kenapa lu tahu gue terakhir pergi sama Acip ya? Lu mata-mata ya, bangsat. Setan, Cok. Lu mata-mata dari mana, kampret?
Ah, my favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. Here's the latest information I have.
Enak aja gue makin belok.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Nih cuma tidak mau cari cewek aja, mas. Cukupnya belum sih di circle gua.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Gak ada anjing, gak akan gue belok, setan. Oga bangke.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
Gimana kenapa pengen deketin Clive? Kayak ada sesuatu deh sama si Clive. Clive kan bisa ngisep ini dominan orang. Kayaknya dia mau itu deh. Makanya dia ngincar banget si Clive. Sekarang jadi
Clive,
tidak ada calon-calonnya.
what do you want?
Menarik. Para
Should last you a good
nggak
while.
sih?
And
Takutnya Spade gak belok sih, kok jadi Hikomori. Gak gitu anjing. Gue tuh ya lagi fokus mencari duit. Gue tuh tujuan utama gue apa, beli rumah. Kalau beli rumah baru cari cewek, udah gitu aja. Bukan gue ini anjing, bukan gue gay, tapi gue ada tujuan lain. Setan. Gue mau 1 juta subscriber, tujuan gue, otak gue tuh cuma di situ sekarang. Untuk charge magic spell and maintain charge mantle caster. Ini buat limit break, guys. Nanti kalau mau kontil kagak mau anjing, lu mau lubang tetaplah lubang juga, gua kagak mau, setan. Apa nih? Wih, tapi mahal banget bangke elixir. Enggak deh. Ya keren sih si Joshua.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Babi emang Misaki ngira gue mau belok, skip. Si lab yang nge-stuck mau 2,7 aja kagak gerak-gerak, lupain aja ada 1 M itu. Ya gue mohon maaf nih mas, ya gue mah tidak akan dengerin lu sih. Wah, tidak akan. Gue tipikal manusia yang Gua jalanin apa yang gue mau, Mas.
Is a name I have not heard
Ya
for
gue
a
bilang
long
1M, 1M lu mau bilang gak akan, mau bilang besok kiamat kayak tetap yang gue kejar tujuan gue 1M ya 1M. YouTube gue
Welcome home, Clive. You were missed.
doesn't give a shit anjing kata orang.
I believe this belongs to you.
Menurut gue pacar
Maybe you
mah
asked me to return it.
sampingan lah anjing. Tetap tujuan utama gue YouTube 1M. Bukan prioritas hidup gue itu.
Ready?
Bukan
Our
nggak gitu juga sih, bukan
resident
prioritas
scholar
hidup gue untuk
devours
sekarang.
faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution
mau.
for such indulgence, either in words or
Kagak
tasks.
mau.
That said, I have
Gak mau gue,
continued
Mas.
my search
Kalau
for
yang
the
masalah
future
cewek-cewek itu,
when
kalau
encountered
gue ya,
Axe Head. But without
kalau gue
access
tuh
to the
mikirnya
great
pokoknya
libraries
di
of
otak
Oriflamme
gue
of the
YouTube gue
Dominion,
1M, hidup gue mapan, baru gue cari cewek. Soalnya kalau misalkan gue di otak gue ya, kalau nyari cewek sekarang misalkan ekonomi lu kurang aja tuh sebenarnya lu cuma bawa anak orang buat susah, ikut lu susah aja udah.
I fear it is not
Ngapain
more
anjir,
books that I
susah
require
bagi-bagi
of the
ke
right
orang,
one.
apalagi pasangan lu. Masa
Mayhap we look in the wrong
jadi
places.
mending hidup gue
There
enak
are
dulu
still
baru
libraries to the north.
cari cewek. Anjing kelas gak sih omongan gue mah kalau di sini. Ih,
There are not many in this
kalau gue
world
ngomong di
who
sini di
indulge
channel
the
utama
woman
dimaki-maki, gue sok bijak lu setan. Ini lambat nikah. Ya nggak apa-apa lah mah, lambat nikah. Tuh temen gue ada yang nikah di umur 40-an juga.
Hush now.
Nggak ada konsep menemani dari nol ya, Son.
There's no such thing as moogle.
Untuk umur menemani dari nol tuh membingungkan sih sebenarnya itu.
The twins
Abu-abu
seem well.
menurut gue. Menemani dari nol tuh
Yet they laugh
maksud
far
nolnya tuh
too
apa?
little for one so young.
Kan bisa juga kan, misalkan lu udah mapan
The
nih
loss
atau
of
enggak,
their parents
lu
weighs
mulai
heavy on
bisnis
them.
dari nol bareng sama pasangan lu kan juga ya sama aja, itu bisa dibilang mulai dari nol juga kan.
From some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick. to
Kenapa
heal.
Ibrahim?
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
By the way, Mas Misaki,
That we must.
lu udah nikah belum sih?
Just as I must give you the time you need
Halo,
to
Alex.
recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
By the way, Liam punya pacar ya? Mas Misaki. Lu jangan hilang dulu, Mas Misaki.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems.
It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand
Itu
for so long.
Liam punya pacar.
I'd forgotten what life was like without it.
Seriusan.
What it was like to be myself.
Liam udah punya pacar.
And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right.
Gue baru tahu tuh Mas Misaki. Gosip
Then you
menarik
get
nih,
some
Mas.
rest.
Baru tahu. Oh, pacarnya yang cosplayer itu ya? Yang pernah dia post ya nggak sih? Ya nggak?
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear you should.
Gav masih hidup dong. Oh, pacarnya Oli Poci. Oli Poci atau Oli Poci dengan Ola Proydet tuh sama nggak sih? Sama-sama Ola tuh. Beda ya? Anjas,
What does
gitu-gitu
Gav have
Liam
to say?
kenceng juga ya, pacarnya cantik,
The
cantik
Republican
gitu.
army is on the march, leaving Randall
Oli
and
Poci,
Hugo
iya,
Cooper's charge.
Tapi kalau
Him
ngomongin
and his men
cewek ya Mas
occupied
ya,
the defense of
kalau
the capital. They're
gua
less likely
kayaknya,
to trouble us.
Good news.
kalau gue ya kayaknya nggak mau deh pacaran sama streamer atau
It's more than
influencer
this.
gitu. Kalau gua ya,
This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
tapi nggak tahu sih kalau dapatnya begitu ya udahlah. Gua pas live aja ada cayang-cayang. Yang jomblo kalau nonton live-nya Liam sekarang mah, aduh.
Friends, the hideaway,
Aduh.
are they not cause for joy?
Lu punya uang, lu punya kuasa.
5 long years.
Ya, enggak sih, lu punya koneksi, lu punya kuasa sebenarnya mah.
We might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid.
Lu punya uang siap dipretelin. Iya, betul. Sebenarnya lu punya uang juga ya lu jadi pemilih sih sebenarnya. Tapi lebih baik memilih sih daripada dipilih. Kalau kalian mau cari cowok atau cari cewek ya. Kalau kalian dipilih tuh biasanya ya berarti dominannya lebih ke ceweknya gak sih? Kalau lu memilih kan berarti lu yang punya kuasa, lu punya duit kek, lu punya tampang kek atau apa. Koneksi lebih dari duit, punya koneksi mau cari duit lebih gampang guys, mau gimana pun. Pelajaran hidup. Lu punya koneksi pertama ya. Biasa info itu tetap datang pertama ke lu gitu. Terus lu kalau diajakan bisnis atau apa gitu juga lu tetap lebih diprioritaskan mah kalau punya koneksi. Tapi biasa orang punya duit ya punya koneksi sih. Itu udah kayak dua hal yang gak akan kepisah. Punya koneksi tuh, punya duit udah pasti punya koneksi. Punya koneksi ya belum tentu punya duit sih sebenarnya. Tapi memudahkan untuk cari duit. Lebih memudahkan.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion.
Halantar kayak.
I heard him call out to Ultima.
Gue jadi nggak konsen anjing lihat storynya. Bentar ya Mas Misaki ya. Lu suka game kayak gini gak sih Mas Misaki?
He'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Langsung main FF8 habis itu kagak main game beginian. Oh ini FF16 lumayan loh, bagus ceritanya. Bukan lebih ke ceritanya bagus, grafiknya juga OP banget sih menurut gua. Padahal lu tahu Ifrit gitu-gitu mah. Tapi lu nontonnya udah pertengahan sih ini, lu pasti bingung cok awal-awalnya cerita FF ini apa. Soalnya kan tiap Final Fantasy dia sih beda cerita. Gue jadi pada bingung anjing. Si Joshua buat main WW apaan?
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever
Oh
more
meaning
swiftly, Your
Eleven main
Grace.
bola tuh.
But this is far worse than any could have imagined.
Kok bukannya Mother Crystalnya udah hilang tapi kenapa masih gini ya? Masih hilang tanah-tanahnya. Kok firasat gue ntar Joshua lawan ini ya, lawan Clive.
And here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to...
Siapa yang cita-citanya punya pacar spek Jill guys ya?
We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
Malas ikutin game gini sekarang main Pokemon. Berarti yang lu mainin cuma Mobile Legends ya sekarang ya?
Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Anjing gua masih 25 cowok. 29 pala lu. Gua mau kencing bangke. Tar, kasus yang lu maksud tuh siapa sih? Gue nggak tahu tuh kabur sama mantan loh. Nggak tahu, gue nggak tahu kasusnya sama sekali. Kencing bentar ya. Sebenarnya nama Anggi. Tapi jujur aja mas, gue tuh paling nggak kepo ya soal masalah-masalah selingkuh, cerai atau apalah di artis gitu. Gue paling nggak kepo. Gue paling males, kayak gue otak gue tuh urusan lu lah anjing. Lu mau selingkuh kayak apa, kayak yang penting gak usah ganggu gue lah. Makanya kalau lu ngajak gue gosip kalau masalah artis gitu ya, atau siapa deh gitu deh, masalah selingkuh, gue pasti nggak connect, jarang connect gue. Gue malas kepoin barang gitu soalnya.
What do we know, Otto?
Kecuali ya masuk lambe moba, lambe tour aja gue kagak follow.
Started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken.
Kenapa nih Martha nih, kenapa nih?
But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't
Jadi
like
Anggis
her
itu
craft.
siapa?
Something's not right.
Gak main Twitter?
You think this was
Enggak main Twitter.
Of course it bloody was.
Gue sebenarnya pengen main Twitter, gue pengen lebih kalau gue main Twitter ya, gue rasa mulut gue bakal ceplas-ceplos lebih sadis sih.
They've strung up everyone who's ever set
Tapi gue
eyes
lebih
on
suka
her.
channel ini sih, mending gue ceplos-ceplos sadis-sadisnya tuh di
Traitors
sini
to the
guys.
Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power.
Gue males main
Now it
Twitter.
sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was
Thread
blowing.
suka lu ceplos-ceplos. Nggak juga thread tuh. Gue masih bingung.
She's fallen into the hands of the
Thread tuh
Empire.
bisa aja kayak IG doang
We could be
mas.
next.
Tempat influencer pasang muka dua. Lu nggak akan bisa terlalu ceplos-ceplos lah mas. Menurut gue di thread.
You might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto.
Lu
I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
IG mah bagi gue cuma tempat kerjaan anjir. Warganya kan belum tentu sama mas. Warga sama, kalau thread ujung-ujungnya sama kayak warga IG mah sama aja bohong. Find the quest backup. Gue aja sampai nggak tahu anjing. Ini quest gue ngapain ya? Quest gue ngapain aja gue kagak tahu, kambing. Ya emang warga IG di thread. Ya kalau gitu mah sama aja mah, warga IG nggak ada beda dengan warga tweet, nggak ada beda sama warga IG pada umumnya.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Kok kepo aja warga Twitter gimana ya?
What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help.
Thread bakal kayak Twitter banyak bokep. Gue aja kayaknya nonton bokep cuma 24 atau 23 deh pertama kali. Itu pun sekali nonton udah kagak mau lagi. Ah udahlah, apa sih dicari dari barang ginian.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
Intinya Elon Musk ngajak Meta perang. Kalau itu mah tahu berita itu, kalau berita-berita tentang Elon Musk atau Mark juga pengen WWE apa mah gue tahu. Kalau itu gue baca.
But before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it does.
Lu masih main sama Tommy gak sih, Mas Misaki? Ngerank, Folius gitu. Terakhir gue sama ketemu si Ihan, dia lagi main sama lu. Kalau kalah Meta jadi milik Elon, menarik sih. Mana yang nyobain upload bokep ke thread kena semprit satpam.
Cole is right.
Harus jalan dong.
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone.
Jarang main solo ya.
Orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Lu udah gak nonton Jakar lagi Mas Misaki? Solo player mas, join gua aja mas, solo player tapi bantai-bantai mas. Ya pada nunggu lobby 1 jam gak ada yang invite. So join gua aja udah. Solo player mah tapi main sendiri juga menang. Kita tuh sekte orang strong mas. Gue masih mau rehat. Pokoknya gue besok nggak live ya guys. Yang channel utama gue konten. Gue masih rehat soalnya. Tangan gue tidak bersahabat.
Look, up ahead.
Kenapa nih? Wih, Marta ya ini.
Arthur, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Oke.
Tell us what
Bukan kayak lu. Kenapa bukan kayak gua?
Black Shields.
Oh ya lu main for fun kali ya.
The Black Shields. The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds.
Sekte ngisi apapun full.
Our souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Gua mau main vol apapun sebenarnya gas sih. Cuman entah kenapa ya orang yang main sama gua pasti suruh gua main core mas. Gak mau mereka kasih gua main tank. Serius dah. Dari zaman dulu. Lu dikasih XP picknya. Gua main XP main mas. Tapi serius lu main 5 sama gua ya. Gua mau main XP atau tank pasti gak dikasih. Main game apapun. Main Valorant disuruh jadi duelist. Main PUBG disuruh jadi raster. Setan. Gak mau mereka kasih gua. Gua paling gak dikasih main support. Kalau sama temen-temen gua. Gue gak mungkin tim XP. Itu gara-gara gue ada billing aja ya. Tapi juga XP gue menang ya. Hanabi XP gue tetap aja bantai-bantai di X. Tetap aja bantai-bantai ya. Masih bantai-bantai gue mah. Walaupun ya ngetrol sih, cuma ya udahlah. Masih menang. Ketimbang ini publik main serius juga kayak gak ada beda dengan gue yang main troll. Mantan player publik. Ya gimana deh eta. Gue sih udah kasih ngepuff lo, tangan gue pergelangan bengkak, jempol gue bengkak.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Oh anjir. Dibunuh ya? Anjir.
No.
Bangke dibunuh semua.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Bangsat nih emang Imperial Soldier ini.
They drove the bearers.
Dasar anjing-anjingnya ini kerajaan.
These two aren't
Bantai-bantai gendong. Makanya belajar dong mas. Kan banyak tutorial ini loh. Ya susah ngomong sih, banyak tutorial sesat sih sebenarnya. Punya gua noh. Mengajarkan menggendong dengan baik dan benar.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
Siapa coy ini Black Shield?
To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting
Musuh baru nih.
On these our swords we swear.
Makanya lu harus belajar konsisten dong buat gendongnya.
Clive.
This won't take long.
Salah tuh cuma ganti warna, tetap aja ini Black Shield lemah. Lu mau Black Shield kayak apa kayak Ice Shield 21. Suruh main Assassin's Creed aja pala tuh pusing. Gue ikutin Assassin's Creed dari awal mas. Assassin's Creed salah satu game favorit gue sih, gue mainin. Valhalla aja gue mainin. Pokoknya seri Assassin's Creed tuh udah pasti gue beli, Mas. Sampai pagi kan enggak sih, enggak sampai pagi. Lu ada 4 kekuatan icon. Iya 4 jadinya. Ifrit, Phoenix. Udah 4 ini. Itu apa ya yang di bawah itu? Apa tuh? Kok ada sesuatu yang baru tuh dilihat. Ada itu. Biji-bijian yang angka 10 itu.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still
Kayak
be
mual. Lu kayaknya mualnya karena terlalu cepat deh muter ininya, Mas. Atau enggak lu mengidap apa ya, itu ada di tulisan warningnya tiap kali lu main game ya, eclipse atau apa gitu, karena warnanya terlalu cepat atau enggak gerakannya terlalu cepat. Atau enggak warnanya terlalu realistis gitu. Jadi dia sakit. Ya, pastornya. Assassin's Creed gimana? Iya sih, kenapa ya?
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Masih hidup, ada yang masih hidup.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Dia badannya udah mau jadi abu itu. Wah, putar map. Berarti lo kayaknya, berarti main Valorant gak bisa sih lu. Gak akan bisa main Valorant kayaknya lu, Mas. Main Valorant tuh pusing sih.
Black Shields will return.
Tapi gue masih kepo ya. Liam sama Oli Poci, guys. Keren banget anjir. Gue udah kepo, bentar. Gue kepoin IG-nya Oli Poci, guys ya.
Unless we save
Oli Poci itu gue tahu soalnya.
tell Mother to beg sin's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
Cuma main Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Gue tuh sebenarnya start tuh dari Unity baru gue mainin semua serinya. Gue nggak start dari awal.
We found a survivor.
Clive,
Ya mati dia. Wah, nggak ada IG. Nggak tahu gue IG-nya apa. Oh, ini Adin.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't.
Iya nih, gue sempet liat. Pernah liat dia. Gak asing soalnya namanya.
Fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
Kepoin orang mending lu cari. Anjing. Kenapa sih? Kenapa ya semua orang yang ketemu gue ya memaksa gue tuh untuk cari cewek, kampret. Mas, gue tuh 8 tahun pacaran, Mas. Gue tuh baru putus, kasih gue merasakan kebebasan laki-laki dulu dong. Lu nih,
I'll do it.
kasih gue bebas dulu.
Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Karena kita peduli. Nggak gitu, setan. Babi. Kagak move on. Bukan kagak move on, Mas. Tapi tuh gue 8 tahun pacaran kan, gue pacaran tuh ya pengen ngerasain punya temen cewek banyak dulu atau apa gitulah, Mas. Ya pengen bebas, nggak usah ngechat tiap malam kabarin apa kayak gitu sih. Wah, bebas cuma live doang. Emang lu tahu gua kalau kagak nge-live ngapain? Bangke. Udah ada. Bukan mikir banyak cewek, lebih ke temenan aja banyak cewek gitu. Temen nyantai atau apa gitu. Kalau punya cewek kan kagak bisa ya, tahu diri dong. Udah punya cewek tapi lu masih begitu kan? Kan anjing. Apaan? Hah, ada bounty. Apa nih? Oke. Aku suka nih yang begini nih. Aduh. Jatuh lu sini. Jatuh ya. Bantai gak sih mumpung stagger. Ultiin sekalian. Berubah bodo amat, pakai semua. Sini kok ya. Stagger. Enggak stagger si anjing. Kok ngapain? Itu ngapain? Untuk muter aja. Anjing gendut. Sabar. Oke, udah stagger. Mati sih. Kelas. Pakai aja. Mati gak sih? Bangke miss dong. Sempet gak ya matiin? Oh, pas. Setan malam. Langsung mati dong. Anjing, sisa tetes lagi kok kira gua. Dia udah mati kok jadi gua. Wah, anjing PR banget, cok, ngulangnya. Wah, PR. Bangke. Cek, kagak deketin bapak punya banyak temen cewek. Kan gue jalan gimana ya? Intinya gue kagak mau cari cewek dulu, bodo amat. Jangan maksa gue lah, Mas Misaki. Gak mau punya. Ani mau ngerasain ini hidup jomblo dulu. Wah, jalan. Kayak gue kalau jalan sama cewek, lu harus tahu aja lu udah kayak bapak gue, kampret. Masa gue jalan sama cewek lu harus tahu? Salah jalan kampret ternyata. Gua masa jalan sama cewek gue laporan gitu.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Mau kenyataannya itu gua ini ya terakhir gue dicomblangin sama temen gue tolak lagi sih. Terakhir tuh di ulang tahunnya siapa, kan ada cewek itu jomblo. Gue disuruh ajak kenalan, ya kenalan aja udah. Disuruh ajak ngomong atau apa, males lah gue. Males.
Thank you.
Yang di story weekend, apanya yang di story weekend? Sini kau ya, ronde 2 kita. Round 2. Ya lu sama cewek lain. Mana ada di story weekend gua sama cewek lain? Jangan kenain lagi, Cok. Jangan kenain lagi. Astaga. Bentar. Senjata Kim lu ngajarin dia jadi kang scam. Jangan. Kalau barang gituan jangan bawa nama gue ya. Bangke, tadi gue sayang banget ya, tadi gue lawan dia udah mau mati anjir itu. Malah gue turu anjing kena skillnya. Ronde 2. BO apa? Ini, Cok. Gue jadi ibaratkannya tuh kalau kayak netizen tuh mengidolakan orang gitu loh, guys. Jadi kalau misalkan dia menang walaupun udah dibantai berkali-kali, gue buta aja gitu. Kalau idola gue kalah, tapi kalau udah menang sekali gue ingat sampai mati. Nah, ini ibaratkannya begini nih. Sini kok ya. Sini kok. Mati aja ya. Stay giving. Astaga. Sakit, Bang. Akhirnya stage pertama. No. Cabut. Gak ada. Aku tidak akan jatuh ke lubang yang sama untuk 3 kali yo ya. Dasar monster tai. Sini kok. Oke, mati nih, mati. Six mati go ya. Six mati go. Mati go. Wah, setrum go ya. Mampus. Yang benar antara aku dan dia belum pernah menang. Suatu saat tuh bakal kayak gini, Mas ya. Sama kayak monster ini. Gua kalahin, gua menang taruhan dari lu, Mas. Lihat Aileen. Walaupun aku tidak menang hari ini, besok, lusa, tapi suatu saat gua pasti menang, Mas. Minimal sekali deh gua menang. Masa aku kalah terus sama lu? Tunggu aja. Walaupun meskipun kalau berbulan-bulan tidak menang, masih ada bertahun-tahun ya, Mas ya. Oh, ini lagi taburin debu ini deh. Abu ini teman-teman bearernya yang mati.
And now they are truly free.
Ini apakah kita akan melawan ini lagi? Kita bakal berubah jadi Ifrit lagi.
It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
Tadi gue cobain Ixia kayak ini ya. Kayak early gamenya kurang banget ya. Padahal di advance server kayak semua YouTuber bilang ini OP banget lah, inilah itulah. Hanya sekali masuk original gue pakai kenapa begini ya? Early gamenya oke lah. Early gamenya tai tapi mid game late gamenya oke lah, bagus. Halo buah. Apanya? Nggak ada, nggak OP, biasa aja. Bisa dipakai lah mas. Dibilang tai banget, enggak tapi. Nggak tai banget. Wajib ada 3 itemnya butuh item banget.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to play
CC-nya doang yang istimewa. Iya dia ada CC aja. Enaknya di situ.
Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you
Tadi gue
cast
pakai
their
masih
remains.
maniak aja sih.
That was good of you.
Gara-gara modal. Sebenarnya maniak kayak gitu modal gameplay aja sih karena kita tuh pemain marksman. Tapi bukan berarti kayak banyak orang tuh yang ngelihat kita tuh, wih anjing maniak OP banget nih hero. Kita yang pakai aja ngerasa ini hero apaan sih?
Fool I am. The rumors started moons ago.
Iya sekali kena assassin modal. Hilang.
Villagers in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. I assumed it was all just nonsense.
Ya nggak bisa ditabrak hilang itu hero. Lebih banyak hero lebih bagus daripada itu hero. Gue udah tanya penjoki juga, penjoki aja bilang nggak ada lah Ixia bagus. Ixia rata-rata ketemu mereka di rank ya, jadi tai semua. Dipakai sama teman sendiri juga nyusahin tim katanya. Masih mending Nathan, iya masih mending Nathan mas serius. Kecuali ultinya dapat shield ya, kayak Yves, mungkin masih oke lah.
Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
Ntar lagi sen di buff nggak ngotak, harusnya sih ntar di buff sih, karena hero baru nggak kepake pasti dia buff ntar. Biar kepake.
Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav
Jangan
has
kayak
returned.
gitu. Oh, gue naikin harganya setan. Nah, gue naikin dulu.
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn
Gue udah
my
belajar
nose
mas,
up
gue naikin
if you
dulu
were to
tuh
let me
harganya.
a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Mending mana Ixia sama Hanabi? Hanabi menurut gue masih mending Hanabi ketimbang Ixia. Tapi kalau early ya, kalau masuk mid game late game, Ixia menurut gue masih lebih worth it untuk team fight. Gue ada side quest. Guys, gue side quest dulu ya.
Try not to move.
Right. Of course, now, and what is some? There's a good.
Where can I find?
You saved and all.
Iya orang tinggal ke belakang, iya emang. Tapi dia tinggal cari posisi cave gitu, kalau dia bisa buka ulti pas gitu momennya, wah modal sih itu semuanya kalau late game. Sakit banget dia.
White Heart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather.
Lu nggak nonton weekend mas?
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave, but looks like they went that way.
Wah tapi kalau udah tim fight gede mah, lu susah mau keluar lah. Kalau tim fight gede maksudnya. Ya, wajar sih. Advance server tuh udah kayak Mobile Legends zaman dulu. Kalau keluarin hero awal-awal OP nanti juga ujung-ujungnya hilang di nerf. Ini white chocobo. Katanya rare loh ini.
Got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the lot you've been, huh?
Because she's something of a hero. You are.
Kelar deh. Masih ada dong. banget anjing ngedodge yang ini. Kalau ngedodge yang satunya lagi pada susah tuh. Rangingsnya tuh pas dia ngulti kagak ada ngasih efek slow, cuma damage aja. Iya emang. Ini cuma mentok di damage doang. Cuma damage biar area gede aja. Udah gitu doang dia mah. Kurangnya emang di situ. Kok jelek banget yang grafik Chocobo-nya.
White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? Let's go.
Weh, jangan-jangan ini. Hah? Chocobo dia yang dulu ini.
Ambrosia.
Oh iya.
It is you.
Menurut Gimoba kasihan dari stuck di legend 1, bodo amat. Syukurin, bilangin dari gua, syukurin. Mampus, lu udah 2 ID mythic, lu masih aja stuck legend.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock, they...
Thankfully they did.
Ternyata masih hidup dia.
Well, I'll be. Never stop to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. No, I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned to think.
Live malam terus. Oh, live gua mah. Kalau main game ini.
You born a lord or something?
Well.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back.
Wah, gue bisa naik Chocobo sekarang.
Is that it?
Wih, balik lagi.
Bugger me if this isn't a heartwarming sight. Oh, stay.
Gue bisa naik Chocobo gue sekarang. Kalau bisa keren sih. Anjay, iya beneran dong bisa naik Chocobo lagi sekarang.
Ada game-nya kan?
Ada. Tiap Final Fantasy ada. Anjay, balik lagi Chocobo-nya. Tapi sayangnya matanya sisa 1.
How much do I owe you?
Few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned it. Don't you worry. We'll get it. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself. You seem awful familiar now I get a... That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the Anyhow, best be on my way.
Oh, ini orang yang ini, yang pertama kali kita side quest pertama itu loh, yang dia ngata-ngatain si ini, si Clive. Gara-gara dia ini ada lambang BFF dulu, dikata-katain. Orangnya sama ternyata. Gue bisa summon Chocobo ya. Anjay, bisa naik Chocobo gue sekarang, gak usah jalan kaki.
Run like the wind.
Ini apa? Ini udah kita bisa naik Chocobo lumayan lah. Balik ke hideaway nih. Side quest. Sayang sih, sebenarnya gue terlalu cepet nih. Waktu itu ada side quest banyak, kagak gue kelarin. Malah jadi pet. Ini Chocobo-nya yang pertama, yang lindungin dia itu loh, kalau di cerita awalnya.
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Masih ada Gav. Gue kira Gav mati loh.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
Boleh di-share live streamingnya? Terserah.
Now all eyes are on the
Terserah
Strait
lu
of
lah.
Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
War-weary victory.
They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Oh, jadi mother crystal tuh sebenarnya banyak loh. Gak cuma satu ya.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
Mas Subasa nggak tahu nih. Nggak tahu kemana nih.
With the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Cabut ya lo. Hati-hati ya, Ton. Apa nih auto counter? lagi banyak barang nih.
What are we waiting for indeed?
Is it business or pleasure? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Ya, hati-hati ya, Ton.
I think it's all right to touch.
Keluar dulu deh. The Handboard. Banyak nih side quest nih. Ambilin dulu kali ya.
So Mather's all right.
Apa nih?
What the? It's what just.
Oh, yang tadi. Sambil jalan bisa sih, sambil bunuh-bunuhin. Ini apa nih?
Oh, Clark. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Apa nih? Anjir, gede banget.
All yours. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for ya.
Gue dapet gitu.
Clive. Here you go. Think you can
Ada
help?
quest. Lumayan banget tuh kalau dapat 400 mah. Mana dapat 400 ya? Tamatnya bagus itu. Oh iya dong. Kayaknya mendingan ini deh daripada ini, atau enggak gua ambil ini deh. Ini buat staggerin orang bagus ini. Tapi ini damage paling gede. Nabung gak ya? Tuh gue naikin ini ya. Nabung aja deh. Oh, side questnya mana ya? Oh nih.
Damn. Is yeah. Of course, it was.
Side quest gua skipin aja ya. Gua nggak bisa travel. Gua harus kesini dong. Gua ambilin dulu dah side questnya. Kan markasnya jadi gede banget.
Won't be long now, Martel. See, there's all this Martel and you. I'll show you. You in?
It's not
So jalan-jalan gue jadi ya.
Did you come through the forge today?
Jauh juga jalannya ujung ke ujung kampret.
That broom's as ragged as
You two.
Martel.
Weren't you?
Cool.
Kenapa ya? Questnya kalau di sini tuh ngasih-ngasih barang mulu, jalan-jalan doang.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Oke, side quest dari Mas Misaki ini gue jalan sama cewek. Ya anjir, nanti gue jalan sama cewek, lihat aja lu ya. Gue pamerin orang pertama yang gue pamerin Misaki, guys.
They when sheep and
Orang pertama yang gue pamerin tuh Misaki. Kalau misalkan gue udah jalan sama cewek mah. Apa nih story-nya nih? Nanti suruh ngapain lagi nih?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Ada apa nih? Saya kalau tahu begal begitu ada yang aneh tuh.
I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Anjay.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry.
Ini
There are still
Chocobo
many
jalan
settlements
kaki.
between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Faster!
Enaknya punya Chocobo bisa kayak agak cepet lah.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Kenapa nih?
Rosaria
lagi.
must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, Your Lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows chick like the Millers?
Kenapa
Excuse
nih?
me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire, or their 100 full legions.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Kenapa dia?
I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
Kok galak
May
sih
I at least
ngusir-ngusir?
ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Ya diusir. Gak diterima di sini. Takut jadi kayak Ispul dibantai soalnya satu desanya.
In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ini jauh banget, 300.
Ready go? This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Wih, mampus. Bisa mukul ternyata ini.
You deserve a rest.
Gue sambil grinding XP deh. Gue bunuh-bunuhin aja dah. Gue nunggu Assassin's Creed kalau Eros gue tamat mah. Anjing salah. Mau meledak dia. Baru PO kan sekarang. Iya, baru PO. Dia jam makan bebek carok, cok. Gila kali. Jalannya oke. Kalau PS5 pakai kaset ya, Sen? Dis bisa. Nggak pakai kaset bisa kok. Tergantung gamenya. Kalau mahal atau enggaknya mah. Kalau game baru rilis udah pasti 1 juta PS5. Ada black shield lagi. Ulti aja lah, nggak usah lama. Kok ada darah?
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
Lu lagi kroco mah.
You
Kita
know
dibantai.
who we are, and still you would bear your steel.
Oh iya, emang
Why
kenapa?
then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a truth.
Anjir, gue bunuh healernya dulu deh. Gak ada skill lagi, cok. Habis skill gua, cooldown semua. Aduh, miss lagi. EZ.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Hah? Apa nih? Siapa yang ini maksud? Gav kah?
Find something, boy. Death.
Bau bangkai.
Found her.
Anjing.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
We should go.
Yes.
Psikopat anjir emaknya.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Dia dibantai cok semuanya ini.
We're approaching Leeward Bridge. Now I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. Back to the stables, Carl.
Anjir di sini, di situ ada pembantaian di sini mereka.
But this is
Ngecamp
their
dong.
home.
Ini bunga ini hidup ini.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Guys,
We should
bisa
stop
masuk
at the
sini
main
ya.
gate and see where that gets us. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Mumpung gua ada ini, gua mau kelarin ini dulu deh, bentar. Kelarin site-nya bentar deh.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth. Sick 'em! Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this.
Terus baru ke sini. Nah, kan bisa barengan gitu kan, side quest sama main quest gua gitu. Sekali jalan. Lumayan.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
No, then enough
Fuck off.
And you chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! They need ours!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties!
Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Jangan bilang lewat gerbang yang tadi gua cek.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Benaran kampret.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Jadi kota mati anjir ini. Udah kayak kena radiasi nuklir gitu.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Ada bandit, guys.
We'll show ourselves out.
Ya elah, ini bandit-bandit tai kucing ini. Habis ya sih? Belum dong. Bandit sok kuat. Iya aja padahal cuma kerocok-kerocok.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Blessing of the Phoenix. Can't be. I was there when you died.
Ini si ini kan yang prajurit bapaknya itu.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Reunian lagi nih.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But
We've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for BUAT Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Anjir, kapaknya aja udah bekarat loh, saking lamanya. Berarti udah 13, enggak, bukan 13, 18 tahun anjir.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show him as much mercy.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for BUAT Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Bangke di jalan kaki dong.
blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Gas lah, ganyang anjir, ngapain lama-lama.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Sombong
Then
amat.
come! Die along with your flame! For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these armed swords we swear.
Mana ada lagi?
Reinforcements from the far bank.
Another wyvern to
Ya
fight.
elah, tinggal ulti ini mah.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Over here! Over here!
EZ. Astaga, dua orang ini lagi.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it,
Bedanya cuma beda warna, nasib lu mah sama kayak yang putih mah bakal gue bantai.
that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Over here!
Tiger gak sih?
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Yaelah, gampang banget, Cok. Bobonya lumayan efek ini nggak tidur pun gas terus. Ya emang bawaannya pengen main terus sih. Kalau main game-game begini mah pengen kepo di ceritanya sebenarnya.
I don't see any more.
Terus menunggu fighting scene yang epic momennya lagi, yang bagian dia berubah jadi Ifrit.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Kelar questnya. Nggak naik dong level gua. Oh naik deh. Gua pengen crafting sebenarnya mah. Pengen buat equip lagi.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the
You know what,
Vice-Regency to
mate?
catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Berarti Tyler udah mati dong.
Thank you,
Temennya satu
Selaiin.
tuh.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Itu paman deh.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Beneran dikira ini imposter. Loh.
You would mock me as well?
Ngapain sih Clive?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Itu kalau dipenggal pamannya gimana ya?
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Kenapa kayak bete gitu si Jillnya?
Over there. Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Oke. Gue juga udah mau off nih, gue ngantuk hari ini.
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
Belum, nggak tahu gue mana kristal yang mana lu.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
Sebenarnya grafiknya untuk airnya kurang sih anjir.
I had become.
Tapi kalau untuk scene fightingnya sih the best lah.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Duh anjing, nggak bisa save lagi, harus kesini. Oh, gue bisa save. Gue save lah. Gue udahan dulu guys ya.
Founder knows what awaits us anyway.
Nih, ngantuk hari ini. Udahan dulu ya. Thank you semuanya. Besok deh, besok gue lanjut lagi. Besok gue kan nggak live ML. Dadah.